Good morning. I just finished my appointment here in Castle Rock that I have to have yearly to make sure the MS hasn't gotten worse and everything's basically status quo. And apparently, the work I'm doing, everything is good to go. There's no worsening of anything, and there's no well, I've got something new. Radial neuropathy and possible carpal tunnel, which I was told before about the carpal tunnel, but then the PCM I have now said I didn't have it. So I'm going to see about changing PCM because I don't like him because he treats me like a what are those? Assembly line. Like I'm a number. And he like bam 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 bam, and then I'm out. It's like, dude, I take longer to get stuff out, and I need to have interaction to, keep the mind functioning so I can remember stuff that I forgot to mention. So yeah, I'm changing PCM. I don't like this guy. So, yeah, there's that. I am proud of the VA in Colorado Springs. And, well, in Colorado, in my area, Colorado Springs, Castle Rock, Aurora. Shit. Driving up to Aurora, you get off the elevator, it's like the fucking Enterprise. You get off the elevator and you walk to your right, and it's just a freaking, all you see is windows and the hall, and that's what the VA in Colorado Springs should have been, but the thing went over budget. It's too small, so now they've got tons of satellite things, CBOX, community based outpatient something clinic. And that was what the whole reason of putting up the bigger one, was to consolidate everything into one building. And now we're talking the big building and then 5 other outside of the big building. So, obviously mismanagement of funds and poor planning. Trying to make sure I got everything I wanted to tell y'all, because this part of this channel is I want to keep everybody updated about the VA here, the VA overall in the country, and I didn't put these down, damn it. What they do right and what they do wrong. And this, I would say, this visit, first off, I don't have to drive all the way up to Aurora, which everybody knows where Aurora is now in Colorado because of TDA and what they did with the apartments and all that crap that they took over. I don't even know if that's been taken care of, because it was in the news and then poof, gone. So I think that might be something I want to look up, because now that I don't have to go up there, because there's this new building it's a newer building, and I don't even know if I've been looking at hopefully I've been looking at y'all. That is a fantastic building. It's brand new. And I only parked here in handicap because A, I've got the plates for it. So, don't come at me. And B, my tibia is twisted again. And put my hair up. Maybe. Give me that. Oh shit, lost my train of thought. Oh well. I'm starting to get the Tulsi that I've wanted since I was a little kid, and I still read, like crazily read. and Polgara had this white stripe that would come out and go down, and I was so happy until I met Tulsi Gabbard, and it's like, wait a minute, I can't do that now because everybody's going to think I'm a copycat, but I've wanted it since I was a little kid, so fuck. Anyway, it's starting. My mom doesn't want to hear about it, but I love it. Ugh. Did a lot of, so I've got braces coming for the elbows, before I forget. Braces for the elbows. She even mentioned to make sure I don't put my elbows on anything, as a reminder, to get elbow pads, like stuff that you would wear like rollerblading, because I even qualified. I was like, you mean rollerblading stuff? And she said, yeah, because there's the cushioning in there, so if I stupidly put my, first off, if I put my elbow on something, I'll realize it because it'll be on there, but it's got cushioning in there, obviously, because it's, anyway, so there's that. That's going to be one of my, it's always my entire adult life. I got finally diagnosed correctly with this fucking disease, MS, in 1998, October of 1998. That's how long I've had it. I was 24, I think. I don't remember. I don't feel like doing math right now because I have to drive back. But this has overall been a great visit. And I've been adapting and doing the preventative maintenance thing in my brain for so long. It comes second nature to know the limit and either do something to compensate. I've been compensating and adapting my entire adult life. And I realized that that's what you have to do with this friggin' disease. You don't have a choice. Either you adapt and overcome, or you go in the shitter and just you turn into a hermit, which I did for 2 years. I was so pissed off and just everything that I locked my ass down for 2 years. And I'm going to tell you, if you don't interact with another human being, you don't use it, you lose it, like a muscle. And my person-to-person human interaction muscle, I didn't use it. And I wasn't doing my YouTube channel. So this is part of preventing that as well. That I'm just completely, I didn't have any interpersonal skills anymore. Interacting with people, I had to redo that because I literally turned into a hermit. And it was just me and the dogs, and we'd play outside. I stayed at my house, in my house. I went nowhere. Now I have church. I have church. My appointments. I interact more at my appointments. I'm more proactive. I have more appointments because I have to be more proactive. So there's that. Everything's going better. I have to realize that this seasonal disaffective disorder, I get depressed. When winter comes around, I get depressed. Oh my gosh, you guys. That reminds me, I was using my snowblower. Thank God for that thing. I'm so more preventative maintenance. Glad I got it, because shoveling takes me twice as long as it would take anybody else. I know it does, because I've seen other houses and I've seen other people shoveling while I'm out there just walking in the snow, going to the driveway. I don't usually go down to I don't use the straight down because there's 2 steps there, and when there's snow, there's ice. Without fail, there's snow, there's ice. That's the only times I use my plates where I park in the handicap parking is if A, there's ice, or B, my tibia's twisted and walking hurts. That's it. That's the only times I use it. I basically I need to wrap this up because I need to go home. It's 40 some odd minutes, but it's also 40 some odd minutes as opposed to an hour and change. Hour and 25, I think. But either way, you guys, I rambled a little bit. Apologize for that. This has overall been a great appointment. Status quo. Nothing got worse. As long as things stay where they're at and everything that's fucked up doesn't get worse, that's the thing. That's what you got to do. Or that's what I got to do, is make sure things stay status quo. So whatever, all the stuff I'm doing, I got to keep it up. And that's it. Ground crew, I love you guys. And I will see you on Thursday.